This is a second stimulus check and stimulus package update for Monday, and we have really big financial news and new indications about where the stimulus check and $1,200 stimulus package is going. As always, thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe to this video and drop your comments below, and we may feature them in tomorrow's recording. And please hit that bell on the front of this channel so you get an alert when we're offering some WeBull stocks. You'll get an alert when that stimulus check comes, which might not be until August. And we'll be shortly getting you to all 38 of your incredible second stimulus check questions from Sunday. But first, I want to turn to some really interesting financial news and give you a preface. As the president in the last 24 hours has really sort of hit home, he's trying to say that the strength of the economy is going to be in full force in the second and third quarters this year, and that he's relying upon that claim based upon the stock market's performance over the last 12 days. Well, that's completely displaced, LALATE can report. And I'm going to get to more about that shortly. Namely, the ability to get a second stimulus package is geared upon something other than the stock markets. The current second stimulus package, which I think is going to really heat up this week when a lot of other things need to be taken care of by members of Congress, including defunding police forces and things like that, is the $1,200 stimulus check. Members of Congress believe that you are entitled to it. The president thinks you're entitled to it. 85% of Americans think you're entitled to it. So the problem is that it's being held up by a lot of other strings to the stimulus package that aren't getting approval or agreement upon. If the $1,200 stimulus check was approved today, you would not see it until August. I mean, it's just incredulous. But at this rate, you're really not going to see it until September, at which point it's really not a stimulus. It's not stimulating anything. It's basically paying for your funeral. But the rest of the stimulus package, which includes the extension of PUA benefits to $600 per week after the month of July, which includes the repayment periods or pause on repayment periods of student debts, the addition of $13 per hour for hazard pay, the potential of $1,200 or $2,500 to Uber and Lyft drivers who didn't get full benefits under COVID-19, the provision of liability to companies so that they do not get sued for opening their doors in the event that customers get COVID-19. All these different things are really going nowhere. And this week is really the core week. No one is going to really take a lot of excuses anymore because the rioting is done, the businesses are back to order, and everyone is supposed to be working, including members of Congress. So don't sit back, Mitch, and say you don't have economic data. But here's this economic data. CNBC polled 4 leading analysts to talk about the stock market, and here's the rub. Ultimately, the performance of 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 or 30 growth stocks, technology stocks, or hospitality stocks is not an indication of whether or not the economy as a whole is doing well. It's not an indication of whether a stimulus check needs to be approved or not. And so for the president to use sort of this data as a reason to decide whether or not you need a stimulus package, or Republicans to do that, is completely misplaced. And I'll tell you why. Mohammed El-Aradian, who I really like, says that it's a win-win if there's a recovery, and I'm still waiting if it's not because policymakers will do more, has powered this market in a really impressive way and continue to do so. Of course, that's for the market. It's not for the economy. Jim Cramer said, it's almost as if people have decided COVID is over. It's a V-shaped rally, and you better get on board. He says that the mood of Main Street, of the stock market, is that we're on a V and we're heading up, and you better start buying right now. That is not a mood that is expressed in the economy as a whole or among viewers of this channel who are waiting for a second stimulus package. So rather than go through all the remaining comments, I just want to say that when you're looking at reasons for a second stimulus package, it derives from consumer confidence, unemployment, consumer spending, and similar factors. And whether or not, you know, your growth stock or your technology stock is doing well is not an indication of whether or not a second stimulus package needs to be approved or whether a second stimulus package will be effective. And so let's get to some of your questions. Johnny, love when you talk about Mitch. Yeah, and I just had an itch when I saw Mitch and I had an itch. Fran Scram, hey, like Mitch saying we'll wait for stimulus is like a fireman seeing a building engulfed in flames and waiting for rain. Yes, I mean, Sunday's video was basically saying Mitch is going to dangle your second stimulus check above you like you're a bunny waiting for your carrot come October, hoping you'll reelect him because he gave you some measly stimulus check. Not going to work, Mitch. Johnny Finley, my job of 6 years was tied to the entertainment industry, specifically Seattle Sports Complex. Boeing has thousands of planes grounded. They have yet they contend we have the best economy in the history of the country. Very well said. Sean Lazarus, I hope the number being wrong for unemployment finally government knows we can see through their BS. Well said. Mostly good. Who put the thumbs down on your video? It was Mitch. You know Mitch is like stalking me at this point. Mostly good stuff. Kevin Lee, hey, how about those WeBull insurance plugs? Couldn't stop laughing. I mean, if you're waiting for a second stimulus check and you need $1,200, what is the best way to get viewers to stay with your channel? Sell them life insurance so they die, in case they die while waiting for that $1,200 stimulus check to come next year, or tell them to invest their last penny that they have in Bitcoin. Oh my God. What are these millennials thinking? Rob Jacobs, Warren Buffett says market overvalued. He's usually right. He's very right. Robert Henson, thank you, Robert, for supporting this channel in 2 donations this week. By election time, lots of the folks won't have gas to go vote. Great point. To plane bus. There's no plane today. I've been good. Mike Long, we need something for contractors. I miss the ideal first wave. Stop with these vacations and get the people in the U.S. some money. Very well said. Rich Nostro, tongue-tied. Thank you, Rich, also for supporting this channel overnight. Johnny Mick too many old fashions tonight. I hope that was not referring to me. I hope is the fashion police coming for me if it's not Mitch? Chick with a stick. Wow, that's the screen name. Enjoying the content. I think you like us too. I do. Except when I butcher your name. That's the worst. Yvette Rivera. They will get cancer too. Okay. Shannon Desiree. Oh, Shannon, I gotta read Shannon Desiree's comment. Kind of interesting that my comments ended up being deleted and not by me. Okay, Shannon, no one deleted your comments. I will say that the way the channel works, if there are certain prohibited words, then the comments will land in the spam box, and some people, for some reason, they end in the spam box a lot. So there's certain prohibited words. I'm not going to tell you what the prohibited words are. They're not Mitch and they're not itch, but I guess if someone's selling you WeBull stock, that's probably a prohibited word on this channel. Michael Buckley, why has Fox News failed to update the newscast with the correct numbers? Very well said. Linda Moreno, geez, where's help for the people? It is not there. Congress is really falling apart. Phil Morgans, the SBA is not going to send self-employed the full grant. They should at least make the EIDL loan forgivable like the PPP. Good point. John Presti, a Sherman-Williams commercial, dude. Seriously, what happened? Was the paid matching my shirt in the commercial? Bob Gabriel, I don't choose the commercial. Bob Gabriel, I'm guilty of not contributing to the economy's resurgence. Do you think I'm in favor of term limits? I don't know. Country's disgusting. This pandemic is the final nail in the coffin, says JB911. Very well said. Annette Jackson, they don't have squat for the American people. Hope people are smarter than this. I think you, as the viewers of this channel, are very smart. That dropping a little $1,200 check above your mouth come October is going to be a way to say, you're not getting my vote because you held it to get yourself reelected. Kathy Tinnell, who supported this channel, I think twice and once today, thank you. Hey, LALATE, it's Tay-Tayers, not tatters. It's taters, not tatters. Oh, so it's taters, not tatters. Okay, and cornbread. Don't forget the fried lettuce, which is my country boy husband's heart attack waiting to happen. Fried lettuce? I've never had fried lettuce. It's fried poppin' hot bacon grease poured over fresh lettuce. Fried poppin' hot bacon grease. Oh, so it's just the grease, it's not the bacon? Poured over fresh lettuce. Oh my God. Thank God he hasn't seen it since his mom passed away, but his mouth will still water thinking about it. Thought I'd throw that out to you. Is any wonder the women out there outlive the men here in Tennessee? Thank you, the beautiful soul you are. By the way, the shirts are great. How am I doing today? I'm ready to make some of that fried lettuce. Sean Lazarus, it's called WeBull, not We Are Full of Bull. I still don't know what that damn thing is called. Annette Jackson, by the way, it's potatoes and cornbread. Tatters. The A is long. Oh, so she's everyone's fixing my accent for taters. Tatters. The A is long, just like a shorter version of potatoes. Mom's from Kentucky. Kentucky. I learned the lingo. I'm a kid. So I don't know. I can get you in the ideal grant, but I can't say tatters or taters. Daryl Mathis, everyone is letting those in power know that everyone turns out, and let those, including Mitch McConnell, know we're ready to relieve them of their duties. Well said. Robert Henson, by election time, lots of folks won't have gas to go out and vote. Yes, very well said. So if you have comments in today's video, drop them in comments below by 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please watch our PUA video, which also goes over some really, I was going to say tantalizing, but that's the wrong adjective, fascinating economic data that will really impact your ideas and your thoughts and your processes, whether a second stimulus check is really needed now, how soon it's needed, and how much. As always, stay LA for more.